With that being said, something else I'm not going to read. Of course, you know, a celebrity death took place today. That being Rich Homie Quan. Let's take a moment of silence. I don't read the recently departed, and I feel the need to reiterate this. There are a lot of people in my inbox talking about what happened. Let me put this into perspective for you. If your loved one is famous and they pass away, and you go on the internet and you see somebody black dressed in fucking geesh talking about your deceased loved one that they didn't know, how would you feel? I'm not doing it. I only knew a couple of his songs. I can't say that I was a fan, so I can't say that this tragedy has affected me personally. But it has affected my fan base, and for that, I honor the life of Rich Homie Quan, as well as the students who lost their lives in Atlanta. The world is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to spit conspiracy on the precipice of a death, but a celebrity death right after a school shooting, something don't feel right. And I don't think it's political, but it's interesting how the campaigns, I'm not going to say I don't think it's political. I'm going to say that I don't know if it's political or not, but they are politicizing it because we are in campaign season, and both candidates decided to say something. I like what Kamala Harris said. I didn't really pay attention to what Donald Trump said. That's going to lead me to my next point. Again, rest in peace for the individuals affected by the shooting in Atlanta. Like Kamala said, something needs to be done. And it does not have to be this way. All you got to do is vet mental illness before you administer weapons. Is that easy? I don't think we're trying to take away no damn guns. I mean, because you need your strap. If the person up the street got the strap, you need a strap. You know what I'm saying? But the people who own a strap at least should take an aptitude test. And documentation of the medications they're on need to be prevalent as well. That's just my opinion. Like, this is specifically talking about the gun violence happening in Atlanta. I mean, to me, that's common sense. If you schizophrenic, you shouldn't be able to go into Walmart, buy ammunition and a weapon. That's just... Inversely, I also feel like they need to be stricter enforcements on the video games we're letting our children play. The only reason that we are seeing a boost in school shootings, or one of the reasons I believe, is because video games are very much more graphic than they used to be. Due to technology and them being able to portray violence in a particular way, it desensitizes children. Okay, it desensitizes them. Their brain is not fully developed until they hit about 25 for a nigga, 21 for a bitch, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'm not a doctor. But in the development of their brain, you're giving them a controller saying, here, kill everybody in the game. You need to enforce, it should be a crime to have a child play those type of games. Reality becomes blurred, and I don't know if it's intentional. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I halfway think it is. But regulate the rules, okay? If you want a pure society, a safe society, stop giving us gas to fuck this shit up. And I mean, to me, it's just common sense. That leads me to my last point I'm gonna make before I read you. Something dawned on me in the state of me coming out of this depression. I am never going to vote for somebody who has never worked hard to get to where they at. Kamala Harris, I did some research on her. She wasn't born into money. It's not nepotism with her. Donald Trump came from the bullshit, so he is not able to tangibly relate to the common man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, my mama here, y'all. From over here too. If you can't tangibly relate to me, if you haven't hustled to get to where you at, if it's unrelatable, I mean, you're so out of touch. You go to Puerto Rico and throw paper towels. I couldn't get over it. Okay? These people are dying from a goddamn tsunami, and your ass is throwing motherfucking paper towels. I can't support it. I can't support it because you're casting legislation on what you know. And what you know is money. What you know is rich. You ain't never been cold. You ain't never lived in no closet in LA like I did. You ain't never had to live out your car or eat ramen noodles. Bitch, you don't even know what a goddamn ramen noodle is. And I mean, shit, I even go to Bow Wow. Bow Wow didn't know what a hot Cheeto was until his daughter introduced him to hot Cheetos. I mean, everybody know what a hot Cheeto is. Go to the corner store. That lets me know that you've been famous so long. You ain't never been to no damn corner store, bruh. I fuck with people who are in touch with what we go through, you know? And if you're not in touch, you just don't need to be running shit. And I mean, the thing is, most people in the world ain't rich. So even though Kamala is worth millions now, there was a time where she wasn't rich. She went to an HBCU. They're not federally funded like that for real. Like, if you were poor and got rich, I fuck with you because I can relate to that. And you can relate to more people than somebody who started here and has never climbed down the ladder. It's interesting. I watched the new Hunger Games on Hulu, and one of the elite dudes was sentenced to work out there in the public, and he was so damn discombobulated he fell in love and then went back up top to run shit. It's relatable. I just don't know how that fits into what I'm talking about. But what I will say is that shit. I don't know who you voting for, but that Mala got my vote. And I'm definitely ready to see the goddamn debate that goes down on Monday, September the 10th. I do believe it is. I'm anticipating that. That's something to look forward to for sure.